Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley knows best. Todd Chrisley makes official announcement. Chrisley knows best celeb Todd Chrisley recently took to social media to make a huge announcement, and it's something that is generating a lot of reactions from fans. So what did Chrisley have to say this time around, and what are his followers saying about it? Chrisley knows best. Todd Chrisley knows how to stir the pot. Todd Chrisley is one of the more recognized figures to step into the reality television space in the last 2 decades. Todd had already built a fan base from having Chrisley Knows Best on the air. However, the Chrisleys have garnered even more attention on account of the legal woes they faced as well. Chrisley Knows Best fans already keep an eye on things to stay in the loop. However, all the additional coverage surrounding the fraud trial and jail time has generated even more public interest. In situations like these, reality can at times get a little too real, and all it does is keep viewers glued to what's going on. Todd Chrisley surprises followers with official announcement. For any followers who have not been keeping up with the legal situation, the Chrisleys were indicted by a federal grand jury in August of 2019. This resulted in their prison sentences beginning in January of 2023. However, Todd and Julie Chrisley were released on May 28, 2025, after President Trump granted them full pardons. With the Chrisleys being released, many Chrisley Knows Best fans have been keeping an eye on them to see what they would be up to next. And based on the most recent updates making the rounds, Todd Chrisley made a huge announcement recently. According to this recent update, Todd Chrisley is officially on TikTok. With this recent announcement, it's already generating a lot of comments from fans and more, as many are eager to see what Todd Chrisley will share on this popular social media platform. Chrisley Knows Best fans are all over new account. So far, this official Todd Chrisley account, @FittedFatherOfficial, has no videos, but already has over 10,000 followers. There are other accounts featuring clips from their podcast and more, and many fans are eager to see what will be shared on this new account. Todd and Julie have been dishing on their prison experience, and this is something that fans are eating up from them. With the new TikTok account, it provides yet another way for fans to keep up with everything going on. In a bombshell revelation that has Chrisley Nation reeling, Todd Chrisley, patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, has broken his silence with an official announcement that no one saw coming. For months, speculation had swirled like a southern hurricane. Talk of prison hardships, fractured family ties, and a possible end to the empire he and wife Julie built from scratch. But now, from behind prison walls, Todd has made it official. He's done playing by the old rules, and everything is about to change. A message that stopped time. The announcement came via a coordinated message shared through daughter Savannah Chrisley's podcast and verified on the family's social media accounts. The world hadn't heard directly from Todd since his incarceration, apart from a few carefully curated updates from Savannah and a short-lived podcast. But this wasn't just another update. It was a declaration. I spent my life building an image, protecting a brand, and making people laugh, sometimes at the cost of my own peace. That version of me, he's not coming back, Todd began. He didn't mince words. The Todd Chrisley that viewers knew from their screens, the polished, snarky, self-proclaimed perfectionist, was stepping down from center stage. In his place, Todd introduced a new chapter, one marked by humility, faith, and a mission to tell the real story behind the glitz. Prison changed him, profoundly. While fans had long debated whether Todd and Julie's legal drama would humble them or harden them, Todd made it crystal clear. Prison had stripped away the designer distractions and forced him to reckon with his choices. I walked into prison wearing Gucci loafers and a heavy conscience, he said. I'll walk out barefoot, but free in ways I never imagined. Sources close to the family say Todd has spent his time not just reading the Bible and journaling, but also writing a memoir that dives deep into his rise, fall, and journey through federal prison. The announcement confirmed that this book, tentatively titled Perfectly Flawed, My Road Back, will be released next spring. Or is it? In perhaps the most shocking twist, Todd confirmed he would not return to Chrisley Knows Best in its original form. That show was built on control, on curated chaos, but real life? It's raw, it's hard, and it's beautiful in ways that don't fit into 22-minute segments. That doesn't mean the Chrisleys are done with television. Savannah, Chase, and even Nanny Faye are in talks to launch a more authentic docuseries centered around life after scandal, rebuilding relationships, and navigating grief and forgiveness. But Todd made it clear he would only appear when it serves a purpose beyond entertainment. "I'm not interested in being famous anymore," he wrote. "I want to be impactful. A family divided or united." While some family members have remained loyal to Todd and Julie throughout the ordeal, others have taken different paths. Todd's eldest children from his previous marriage, Lindsay and Kyle, have had strained relationships with their father, sometimes publicly so. Todd addressed this head-on in his message. "I failed as a father more times than I can count, but I'm trying to make it right. I reach out, I pray, I write letters, and I leave the door open for healing." Lindsay has not yet publicly responded, but insiders say she was blindsided by the announcement and is considering speaking out. Kyle, meanwhile, has reportedly been in contact with Todd and is cautiously optimistic about a reconciliation. As for Savannah, she remains her parents' fiercest advocate. In a heartfelt podcast episode following the announcement, she said, "This is the dad I always hoped the world would see. Not the businessman or reality star, but the man who owns his mistakes and wants to grow." Financial fallout and redemption. The announcement also touched on the family's financial chaos. After their conviction on bank fraud and tax evasion charges, the Chrisleys lost major sponsorships, properties, and brand deals. Todd admitted, "I was obsessed with appearances. I thought wealth would protect us. It didn't." Now, he's using his platform to advocate for prison reform and financial literacy. Savannah confirmed that a percentage of all future book and media profits will go toward nonprofits supporting white-collar inmates and their families. "If we're going to tell our story," she said, "we want it to mean something for others, too." Todd's message to fans. The final portion of Todd's statement was perhaps the most emotional. Directly addressing fans, he said, "You welcomed us into your homes, your hearts. You laughed with us, prayed for us, and stood by us through the darkest hours. I don't take that for granted. I want to honor that loyalty, not with more flash, but with truth." He promised to share more through letters, interviews, and eventually face-to-face conversations once he's released. Until then, he concluded, "Know that I am not broken. I am being rebuilt." What comes next? With Todd's future on the small screen uncertain, fans are left wondering what the Chrisley legacy will look like moving forward. Will Chrisley Knows Best ever return in name or spirit? Will Julie issue her own statement? Will Savannah step fully into the spotlight or quietly pull away? No one knows for sure. But what is certain is this: Todd Chrisley's official announcement marks a turning point not just for him, but for his entire family. It's the end of an era and the beginning of something radically different.